Yeah, actually, so I went to Columbia, and there they make you write all the time. So I have to write a 20,000 page paper every week. So writing is actually doing it is not my problem. It's starting to do it is my problem. So I'm used to writing. I can write all. In fact, for articles and magazines, I can write an article in an hour. Like it's not the issue. Once I flow, it's all about the flow. But you're right. It's like when the goal is there, it inhibits me. It makes me scared of failure. It makes me scared of not achieving what I want to do or how I want it to be done.
I'd love you to dig deeper and to ask yourself, is it failing in your eyes that matters more to you, or is it failing in someone else's that does? Here's one interesting thing that I read somewhere and it stuck with me, and that is, think of the one person that you feel you will let down the most if you fail, and have a conversation with them. It could very well be you. It could very
Yeah.
well be yourself. But very often it's someone else.
Huh.
And it could be a parents, it could be a partners, it could be someone else. It's a bad scenario if it's multiple people, because then you're just effed. But if it's just one person, then go and have a conversation with that person. And it's surprising how many people don't. How many people, we think that they will feel let down. We think that our parents will feel let down, or my dad, my mom will feel let down, or my partner will feel let down. But we never go to them saying, I am scared of failing you. And that's what's preventing me to be my best. And I need your help. And I would
But
be very surprised if they say, I don't want to help you.
yeah.
I don't want to help you. They will. They will actually give us the freedom to be almost absolved of the pressure of failing them. And it's quite likely that that will happen if we were to be vulnerable and be comfortable with that vulnerability for that point. But yeah, it's
I like
hard.
that. I like that. That's nice. I'll think about that. Is it me, or is it like, my dad? But I don't think my dad has such big goals for me that I do. Like, I don't think that's possible. Like, I don't think anyone has big goals for me as I do for myself. So I don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So here, and it sounds like we're having a session. I'm nearly not qualified to be commenting on so many things, but it's like, at least I've seen a pattern here, Kiran. People who set a lot of goals for themselves, they're, at least my opinion, and I'm not pointing fingers at you at all. Mostly, I find them setting goals because they think that someone else is expecting them to set that many goals. It's almost like in their mind, there's someone who they feel they will let down if they don't end up achieving. And that achievement needn't be about these many goals, but it's about you doing something meaningful and something big in your life or worthy in your life. And we then manifest itself into these many goals for ourselves. It's like,
yeah,
if
that's
I
true.
want to tell my kid, I want you to be a really good human being, I don't know what their interpretation of good is. Because
Yeah.
they could take away good to be rich, they could take away good to be famous, they could take away good to be a good student, they could take away good to be filled with generosity, and maybe a combination of all of them. And suddenly, my so called innocent statement that I would love you to be a good human being has resulted in a massive pressure filled world for them where they're like, oh my God, I need to be a good human being, which means I need to be rich and famous and successful.
Oh,
And
wow. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, I actually no, I'm not confused with any overload of info. I am actually processing that. I think that's really cute. I was like, oh, okay. No, I actually think you're right. I think a lot of us, maybe the goals are just we ascribe goals to a desire to leave an imprint on this world, because at the end of the day, when you're very conscious of the fact that you're just like some speck of dust and probably no one's ever going to remember you, and you actually don't matter. Um, Maybe it is a desire to matter, right?
yeah, it is. It is. I think that is largely so. And more so in today's world where it's very, very easy for so many of us, especially the younger generation to be consumed and influenced, and thus be led into believing that mattering means likes, mattering means comments, mattering means followers, mattering means you have a community influencing that drives your world, and they begin to chase that.
Yeah.
Very rarely recognize that that's not nearly the case. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that whenever we put up a new video, you're aware of it.